Happy Thursday, everyone. Welcome to another Nutrition Kitchen with me, Chef Gio. Use the chat box because we are live on Burke Body, my favorite fitness app. I'm a trainer on this app. I teach earlier today. It's called Geo Lux. And if you've taken my Geo Lux class, you know we need to fuel, which is why we're making something really easy but very special. We're taking some shrimp. Here are my shrimp. Okay, everyone? And they are deveined. You can buy them in the store and ask the person behind the counter, a trusted fish purveyor, to devein them for you. Otherwise, you're doing it yourself. Important step. And I also took off the shell. And I kept the shell. I'll show you why. I don't waste anything. Take off the shell because we're going to put our shrimp, once we cook it, in something called butter lettuce. And look how beautiful butter lettuce is. This was washed and dried. What I love about this, I use these for chicken salad. I use these for lots of different protein options. If you make a protein bowl and the next day you just want to kind of have it in a wrap, you could even take two together and make a bigger wrap. So I'll show you how to do that after. So we're going to take shrimp that we're going to toss and cook and saute, and we're going to mix it in a gorgeous avocado mayonnaise. This avocado mayonnaise is so simple to make. It's got olive oil, healthy fat, avocado, very healthy fat. And when you have fat, it will sustain you. That's why I'm not afraid of fat. It will fill you. It'll keep you satiated. A little bit of lemon juice, some Dijon mustard. This is actually regular mustard. I prefer Dijon. And some Greek yogurt, full fat Greek yogurt. Look at your containers. My Greek yogurt is filled with protein. Not all Greek yogurt ingredients are the same. Get one high in protein, not afraid of the fat. All right, let's get started, shall we? Let's see who's here. I'm going to open up my chat box and get started. Hello, Kelly. Hello, Melissa. Hello, Shannon. Hello, Nicole. Hello, Kathy. I'm excited. Use the chat box. So the first thing we're going to do, don't think I'm crazy. This is a culinary trick. It's going to level up your cooking. Why waste the shells? We can make a stock. It's going to take 10 minutes. So let's start. Watch this. This is going to change your cooking game. You don't have to buy fish stock. I do this with so many different seafood parts. I'm going to take my shells, and if I had more shrimp, this would be even better, but this is what I have. I'm taking 2 cups of water. I'm pouring it into this pot. Okay, so simple. I am taking an onion. No, I didn't peel it. Why would I peel it? The skin has flavor. This is like a wedge of onion. I'm going to put it in here. I'm putting a bay leaf, and I want to put in some garlic. I thought I had, did I put the garlic in there? I thought I had a head of garlic out. Huh, well, I did. I thought I had it somewhere. It's right here. It's under our butter leaf. I'm putting in some garlic, and I'm also going to put a little salt, some pepper, and I'm going to put some of my skin of my lemon. I'll show you how I'm going to do that. We're going to boil this and then simmer it. And we're gonna have a beautiful stock. We're not gonna use it to cook the shrimp because you want your pan to be dry when you're cooking the shrimp, just with a little oil because we want it browned. If we put the liquid, it's going to braise. Who wants braised shrimp? Not me. Okay, I need a peeler. Watch, this has already been cleaned. Always clean your lemon. And I'm just gonna take a slice of the skin for flavor. I place it right in there. So you saw that, a bay leaf, onion, garlic, the shells of the shrimp, 2 cups of water, and a lemon peel, okay? Salt and pepper. Let's put this on the stove. Let's bring it to a boil. Okay, and then we simmer it, and then I'll show you what we'll do with it. Now for the shrimp. I didn't wash my shrimp under the water. I dried it. If you wash your shrimp, you can get bacteria to spread all over, and it's not a necessary step. All you have to do is just pat dry it after you've deveined it, okay? See how shiny my shrimp are? Only by shrimp, I could barely smell it. So if your shrimp smells bad, it's not good. It should always be shiny. And definitely devein it if they don't do it for you. Most places will, like if you go to Whole Foods, but sometimes you have to ask. Hello, Jill. Oh, we have 7 of you here. Who else is here? Jill, Kathy, Nicole, Shannon, Melissa, Franco, Kelly, and HP. HP always comes to class. Hi, HP. Okay, a little salt, a little pepper. And we're going to take some red chili flakes. Why not? And a little garlic powder. Okay. I'm using coconut oil today, but you should use olive oil if you could. My husband, I told you, has a genetic disorder called cytosterolemia. I know. Google that one. Cytosterolemia. Can't have olive oil. So I want him to be able to enjoy this. So I'm going to use coconut oil. But my preferred choice is olive oil. So you do olive oil if you can have it. And I hope you can, because there's so many health benefits. So let's get my coconut oil, which is also pretty good for you. Yeah, coconut oil is pretty good for you. I'm going to put about 2 tablespoons. We're going to get it nice and hot. And how do I know my shrimp are done? They should be in the shape of a C. Okay, meaning like letter C. Once they become an O and they curl, you've overcooked them. No one wants overcooked shrimp. Kelly Parker, never heard to use the shrimps. Yeah, that's the next level. You learn that kind of stuff in restaurants and culinary school. And I'm going to show you how we're going to use it. And if you cook like this, people are going to be like, what the heck? You're such a good cook. All right, so this gets hot pretty quickly. Make sure the olive oil or the coconut oil, whatever oil you're using, spreads around your pan. Once you get it nice and hot, we're just going to place them there. And then we'll turn them over on the side. You don't want to walk away. They cook rather quickly. I should have tongs. Can you believe when I was in culinary school, we weren't allowed to use these? I find this to be one of the best culinary tools. All right, so this is getting hot. Not really, not yet. I want it to make that sound. Yep, now it's making that sound. Okay, so remember which one you placed first. I'm going around in a circle because you want to make sure that's the one you turn first. You guys can all see this? I should have brought the computer, but I'm not doing anything crazy. I'm just sticking seasoned shrimp in a pan in a circular motion, about 1 minute, maybe 45 seconds per side. They cook quickly. Okay, we don't want that O. We want it to be like a T. Let me check on my first one. Actually, a little bit longer than that. I'm just going to clean this, and I'm going to put a paper towel once it's cooked to drain some of that oil. You'll see why. We're going to add it back to the pan after I cook it, but I want that stock to get nice and good. You guys didn't know the stock trick, right? It's a good one. You're going to use it now. All right, let's see how this is. Good job. All right, they cook fast. I left my shell on this one. Hang on. How did I miss that? Go in that stock. And I left my shell on this one. Burning hot shrimp in my hands. Ouch. Okay. Once you cook as much as I do, you don't feel the heat. Okay. Let's just turn these over. And they're going to be done. Give them a second. Once you turn them, you ever see people move food in a pan? Don't be one of those people. Don't shake it. Just let it sit still. That's how you get it brown. Like, you ever see people moving their food around? I'm not sure why they do that. Let it sit so it gets some brown on top. Okay, good. Any questions so far? No? It's going to be a quick one today. Quick one, but a good one. You're going to be doing this over and over again. Now I'm going to shake it a little bit. Okay, and I think I'm done. See how quickly I cooked it? Just checking to make sure every side is cooked. Yeah, you don't want to overcook the shrimp. It becomes very chewy. Okay, my stock is simmering. Is boiling. I'm going to put it on low and let it continue to cook. And I'm going to take my shrimp out. Okay, that was all it took for the shrimp. The shrimp has little brown bites on the bottom of the pan. We love those bites. That's where the flavor lives. So you'll see. I'm going to add the stock to that. I could technically add wine, but we're not doing wine today. only because it's lunchtime. But if this was dinner, I'd add wine. Okay, look at that. Look at my shrimp. I want you guys to see the color. Look at that. See that? See how it still maintained its shape? It's not overcooked. It smells really, really good. Let's put that to the side. Yes, my beef mushroom recipe. Don't keep moving it. It's an unnecessary step. All right, so let's make our mayonnaise now. We're going to take a NutriBullet because that's the blender I have. I have bought the Beast, but we haven't used it yet. I bought it from my husband for Christmas. You guys know what I mean by the Beast. So we're just going to cut our avocado in half. Okay, just like that. We're going to use both. So for the pits, I like to take it this way and turn it ever so gently. Be careful once you remove it. I always imagine people getting really hurt from that move. Okay. The next thing to do when you do avocado is I like to use a spoon, and I cleaned my skin. You want to because your hands are touching it. You want to make sure there's no dirt on that. So we're going to take our avocado and we're going to simply place it into our NutriBullet cup. See that? See how easy it is when you take a spoon? You put a little pressure and look, you remove the whole thing. Okay, so that's a lot of good fat in there. I'm going to continue using the spoon. Now I'm going to take about tablespoon, teaspoon of the mustard, not too much. That's enough. And we're going to take a little lemon juice. Yum, yum, yum. So anytime we work out, I say squeeze a little more like a lemon, because look, when we squeeze, look how much more comes out. It's like the muscle. You guys will get bored of me saying that one day, right? Right? Okay, now we're going to add some salt, some pepper. Don't be afraid to add salt and pepper to your food. It's where the magic happens. Okay, get yourself one of these grinders. They're fantastic. I use whole black peppercorn. Now I'm adding my Greek yogurt. I love Greek yogurt. I stick it in my shakes. I stick it over my sweet potatoes. I think you guys have seen me do that. So many health benefits. So healthy. And we need the protein. I'm always trying to get more protein into my diet. A little bit of olive oil. How much? About this much. No, I'm kidding. About 2 or 3 tablespoons. Perfect. I know I'm eyeing it today. I always eye it. You feel it. But for those of you who want a recipe, I will link it on my website, on the Chef's Daughter. All the nutrition kitchen recipes will be there. It's on my website, thechefsdaughter.nyc. I believe Brooke also has them on her website. We're going to mix this up now. I want to put some garlic. Hang on. Sorry, guys. I'm going to put some garlic in here. There you go. I love garlic. So healthy for us. Okay, are we ready? Are we ready to rock? Who's ready to rock here? And just like that, we have our beautiful dressing. It takes a minute to open these things. Look at that. I love the color. I'm going to show you guys. Look at that color right there. Isn't that gorgeous? Look at that color. Now, I want to taste it. I want to show you a little snack. I've showed you guys these before. It's my favorite cracker. Yes, they have a lot of fat, 14 grams of fat in 3 flats, but I'm not afraid of fat. But it has 8 grams of protein, 4 grams of fiber, and 0 grams of net carbs. So because I don't work for this company, they're made of seeds. So watch this. You need a little snack, a little pick-me-up, or instead of the butter lettuce wrap, you want crunch. I'm going to take this dressing. I'm going to spread it on here. This would be something that I would consider a great snack. Delicious. And this will keep you full. You know, when I sometimes mindless snack because I'm not eating snacks that actually have fat in them that will sustain me, and then you can just keep eating it. Something like this will sustain you with the protein and the fat. Okay. You're not on here to see me eat. Let's make this look pretty. Put it in a bowl instead of a plastic container. Okay, we're ready to rock. We're about to assemble this, but let's take our stock first. And let me show you. So isn't that pretty? And then you can save this. This would last you about 3 to 5 days in the fridge. You could use this as a salad dressing. If you like a creamy salad dressing, yeah, you could use this on lots of things. Crudité as a dip. What else? Don't use this on pasta. Please don't do that. But on a bowl, a protein bowl, not everything. Pasta, I would be very upset if you guys did that. All right, let me show you what to do with our stock now. I'm going to do it right here. Let me get a bowl. Get yourself one of these skimmers. How come I don't have a bowl? We're going to use this. I'm going to place this right here. Okay? Look at the color. See the color here? It's still clear liquid, but there's a lot of flavor. Okay, and I could have allowed that to simmer longer. Get rid of all this gunk. Now, when I do a lot of seafood, you should see what my stock looks like because I have lobster shells and shrimp shells, and you could do it just the way I did that. Bay leaf, onion, garlic. I'm gonna taste it. I just wanna taste it. It's like a soup almost, like a fish soup. It's delicious. It's light. Very good. I'm going to add a little salt to it, just a little. Very good. Why would you waste such good stuff, you know? I don't believe wasting. Okay, we're going to mix that up. I'm going to add this now to my pot because I have all those shrimp bits. Let it reduce. Okay, we're going to add a little more flavor to our shrimp. Okay, I'm going to put it on high heat. I'm going to add some garlic, but garlic cooks quickly, so I don't want to put it on too quick. Now, once it starts simmering like this, I'm going to, I would like a wooden spoon. Where are my wooden spoons? Here it is. Here's my wooden spoon. I'm going to add a little white wine just so that I can reduce some of these bits from the bottom. This is where the flavor lies, okay? I'm gonna bring you over here. When you have meat, chicken, or any kind of protein that leaves brown bits, you don't wanna clean the pot. Those brown bits contain a ton of flavor, okay? So you take your spoon and you scrape it off the bottom. You put it on a very high heat. My water, my stock, and the little bit of wine I added, I said I wasn't gonna add wine, but I did, because I saw it sitting here, is reducing this. So it's gonna make it kind of like glossy and saucy. And why not take advantage of all the flavor we get naturally from food, right? Nicole is finishing a chroma reset. I want to hear about that, Nicole, but definitely try this. Okay. Beautiful. I'm going to add my shrimp back in here. Let me add my garlic first to make it a little more fragrant. The garlic will cook quick. Culinary magic, my friends. That's what we call this. I'm going to add my shrimp back in. And I'm going to toss it. You guys always love this part. We're going to, gosh, it's really sparkling. So we're coating our shrimp, okay? See how I do that? I don't want to cook it too much, but just enough. Now look at that. See that sauce? I'm going to try one just before I plate this to make sure. Always taste your food, always, because now you can adjust if something's not right. It's perfect. Okay. It's so good. What do we think? Does anyone like shrimp here? If you don't like shrimp, you could do this with mahi. You could do this with chicken. You could do this with eggs. I mean, the opportunities are endless. You just have to have an open mind. But I like to give you guys some options here at Nutrition Kitchen. Let's plate this. Okay, let's plate this. Are we ready? Let's see what we're gonna do. All right, so let me show you now what we've got going on here. I have some carrot ribbons. I have some cucumber ribbons. I literally shaved it using a peeler to get that. I have some mango slices. I wanted radish. The store ran out. I saw mango. I said, I think that's a nice combination. Mango, shrimp, fresh, clean, the avocado. And I have some chives. You don't have chives, you can use dill. You can use parsley. There are no rules here. But what we are going to use is that avocado mayo. So let's take a spoon. I'm going to take 2 leaves together just like this. I don't like this one pointing out like that. Let's make it pretty. Let's make it beautiful. We deserve beautiful. So see how I put it in my hand? It's like a wrap. It's like a sandwich. We're going to put this right on the bottom, just like this. Yes. Yes, ma'am. Just like this. Okay. And then I'm going to grab some of my shrimp. Watch. We're going to add my shrimp. That's delicious. That's got stock on it. It's got garlic. Wow. Red chili flakes. It was cooked in the coconut oil. So I did about 4. That's enough for me. Okay. I'm going to add, look at this, some carrots, ribbons of carrots. Okay. I'm going to do some cucumber. I like it fresh. It's lunchtime. It's hot here. Some of the chives. Are we looking? And I'm going to put some of the mango. And there you have a little shrimp avocado wrap. To wrap it, I'm just going to fold it like this. I'm going to fold it like this. And I say bon appetit. Oh my God. So good. I say this every time, but it is. It's fresh, it's clean, it's easy. The stock took it to a whole nother level. The avocado mayo has so much flavor. The mango, sweet. The chives add some depth. Any questions? This is Giovanna on Nutrition Kitchen making shrimp butter lettuce wraps with avocado mayo. Any questions, my friends? I want you guys to know that this is so easy. So many different options. If you don't like mango, skip the mango. You could always do tomato. If you don't like avocado, just make it a Greek yogurt dressing, right? And again, I think this would go great with mahi. I think this would go great. It's a little messy, I'm not gonna lie, but that's okay. Chicken, so good. Kelly said, I wish I had some shrimp to make this for lunch today. Well, good news is you can buy it. Save these recipes. We now have 9 Nutrition Kitchens, so go back to them because I eat like this every day. And you saw, I mean, it took 24 minutes, but it would literally take me 10 minutes if I wasn't talking to you guys. I showed you how to make a mayonnaise that is versatile, that you can adjust the ingredients. You could even use it throughout the week on crackers for a snack. I showed you how quickly to cook shrimp, right? One thing I didn't mention, my shrimp was out of the fridge for about 30 minutes. You bring it to room temperature and then you sear it. That's why we didn't add the stock in first. Too much liquid, you don't get that sear. And then that stock, my gosh, it adds such flavor. It's free. You would have thrown out the shells anyway. Why not use it? You ever see people sell fish stock? Make it. Make it with the scraps from your fish. Bay leaf, pepper, salt, garlic, onion, a little lemon peel. Fantastic. And then this was just for fun, you know? It's pretty. You don't have to do this step, but why not if you have carrots and cucumbers? It gives it a little cleansing for your palate. Vegetables are so healthy for us. A little bit of mango goes a long way. I hope you guys enjoyed this episode of Nutrition Kitchen. I'll be back next week. I'll hang out for 1 minute, not even 30 seconds. Any questions? No? Nobody wants to know what kind of olive oil I use? I probably told you. All right then. If there are no questions, make sure you feed yourself well. Feed yourself like it's an event, because guys, we get one life and we have to eat every day. It might as well be amazing and delicious. Buon appetito, mangia bene, which means eat well. And I will see you next week for another Nutrition Kitchen. And if you want a great burn, do my class earlier today. It was a hard one. We were sweating. Thank you so much, everyone. See you next time. Thank you, Shannon. Thank you, Kelly.